Bro, I don't understand what this company wants with their game. I just released a video saying that the company doesn't care and doesn't need to change the game, and we got a leak that Genshin Impact is not the main game now. But today we got a new leak saying that Genshin Impact is getting a new endgame content in 4.7, and it's something related to the Abyss, which is something they said they will not change because it gives anxiety. 4.7 comes out at the start of June. That's almost the time where Withering Waves comes out. Let's put people
Coincidence? I think not.
that defend Hoyoverse aside. What does Hoyoverse think about Genshin Impact? Do they really think that the game isn't a priority? Because this is not the first time that they do something like that. They did that almost 2 years ago with Tower Fantasy. When people started hyping the game, and before 2 months of the game coming, they released the best cinematic in Genshin Impact, which is the Fatui cinematic. It's like, oh guys, look, we have a story now. We're gonna talk about the main thing that you want. I mean, that's crazy. I saw so many people talking about this new leak. So many people saying this leaker is trustworthy. I don't want to talk.
I don't think he is. Basically, like I said, even if this were to become a reality, it's still not enough. Qualities of life still need to be implemented. A way to quickly navigate resin, to quickly navigate daily quests have to be implemented. The rewards have to be better. It doesn't matter. But again, like he said, what the f are they trying to do? Didn't you talk about anxiety? Now all of a sudden you want to add another game mode? Like, coincidence?
No. He's got a point.
I do believe it is a response to Withering Waves. If it were to become a reality, and even if it becomes a reality, I feel like the problem with Genshin is definitely the dev to player relationship. And most importantly, let's keep it a buck. Alright, even if this game mode becomes a reality, type 1 if you think you, as a veteran player, as an already established player with tons of characters, do you think it's going to be much of a challenge? Or just something else to bully? This doesn't really fix the problem. It does not. It needs more. It's a step towards the right direction, 100%. But if they're not going to take into consideration veteran players, and even then, if they propose something like where they're like, oh, you got to use survival mode, like you got to use sustain or something like that, you're going to have all kinds of people upset about the fact, well, I don't have this character. I thought this is good. This is this is that. This game mode changes everything. Oh, now I'm mad. It's like, bruh, like, because like people already built their account based on the fact of Abyss is the only thing to tackle. So let me see to my Shogun, let me see to my Kazuha, let me see on my Hu Tao. Everybody's focusing on their DPS. If you introduce a new game mode that may want sustains, etc., because the sustain equals bad, I mean, let's not forget about that. Unless it's Bennett, no one pulled for sustains anymore. No one cares about healers anymore. Baiju was considered bad. Kokomi, I think it fell off. Like, no one cares about healers anymore. If you introduce those and people don't have those in their account, they're gonna be mad. So it's like no matter what they do in this situation, they're f***ed. No matter what they do. Even if they introduce this game mode and it's somewhat tough, people are gonna complain that it's tough. If it's easy, which it will be, people are gonna complain. It's like, okay, well, it's still not enough. We need this, we need that. And the main problem for Genshin for me is definitely the daily login. The daily login, the thing that you actually want to keep doing every fucking day in the fucking game. If that's not fixed, I'm sorry, this doesn't do anything.
Talk about leaks and show a lot of things, but this is actually concerning. Like, what does Hoyoverse really think about the game? If they want to save the game and they want to kill the hype, are they like afraid of Withering Waves? Oh, so you're not happy because they're gonna add endgame? What a hypocrite. I fucking knew it, guys. Look at me, I'm so bait. Shut the fuck up.
Nerfing and buffing characters doesn't help, because you're proposing the nerf Neuvillette, the strongest DPS, buff Deluxe, one of the weaker DPSs, and or nerf Nahida Dendro application to like balance the game. No. Make a new form of content. Make a new form of endgame that simply makes you need to use the strongest characters. You need to go all out against them. And keep the normal Spyral Abyss, which can be cleared by basically 4-star teams. Simple as that. Simple as that. You see this red Abyss? Yeah, it ain't to be f***ed with. You better bring your A game. You better have some C1, C2s. That's good. You know how to f***ing play. Yeah. Okay, now we talking. Not everybody can clear that. Yeah, sure. I'm with you
Endless
there.
wave spiral abyss would be cool.
I don't think it is, personally. Endless wave of Spiral Abyss. People will be taking flicks for the gram. People will be screenshotting shit. Nah. I feel like Genshin is already somewhat sweaty. People are trying to be mad hard sweaty about it. It's not what the game is supposed to be. It's a casual game. It's kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Okay, we already have this duality of Genshin players where like we have people just chilling, just want to have fun, and then you have people that are like so sweaty and want something to try hard and die hard for. There's nothing wrong with both, but again, like the Genshin is trying to cater to the casuals. That's just what Genshin is trying to do. So if Genshin is gonna respect their own formula, well, you know, do something that's just kind of hardcore, and it's okay if certain players don't touch it. That's something you work towards, and Genshin lives through you having something to work towards. That's Genshin. I kept playing Genshin for 3 fucking years because I've always had something to work towards. I want to collect all the Archons. I want to get this character. I want to get a good Geo team. I want a good Hydro team, a Pyro team, all the Elements teams. I want good ones. As soon as I had all that, I lost my goal, my purpose. I got bored. I really got bored, plus the dev to player relationship, but that's a topic for another day of how I personally quit Genshin. So suggest what they should implement and how they should implement. We just talked about it. We said like, okay, give us a harder form of content where like we have to bring our A game. You need that Neuvillette. You need that C1 Hooter. You need that C2 Shogun. Or you ain't clearing it. You ain't clearing it if you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You need to bring your best supports. You need to have a healer. Something that keeps you on your toes. Simple as that. Simple as that. We're proposing. That's a suggestion. What they should do is their problem. That's not our problem. Fix the game. You're the ones making millions. You're the ones making billions. We're suggesting. There are some suggestions here and there, but they don't have to be concrete and set in stone. We give you ideas. You get to decide how to fix this game. It's as simple as that. Isn't the customer's always right? I mean, get on
The
it.
customer is always right. About what? How to piss me off?
See some good changes in Genshin Impact. But if we take Hoyoverse intentions aside, we're just playing Genshin, right? I think adding endgame in Genshin...
I swear, because of what happened recently, I don't look at Yelan the same anymore, dude. I don't know about y'all. Hey, chat, type 1 if you still look at Yelan the same, type 2 if you don't look at Yelan the same because of what happened recently. Hey, yeah, I don't look at her the same anymore, dude. We need to cancel Stjorg for having Yelan in this shit.
in the right direction, maybe if people...
Come on, Stjorg, you know what's happening in the streets. We know what this character reminds us of. Come on, Stjorg, work with us, man.
If it's actually cool, I do hope that so many people play this, and maybe Hoyoverse will finally see a positive response for the first time from players, and probably make more endgame, who knows? Yeah, because imagine, I just love the game, guys. Like, I'm just one of you. I wanna play Genshin Impact. I don't
Same.
know what these people mean by stop playing Hoyoverse game. No, I just wanna play the game and enjoy it. That's why I wanted to improve. Oh yeah, you can't understand that. You're a retard. Because I want to talk to the people that are so excited about this. Please, you have to understand, it's saying that something with Abyss is coming, so it might be not a new Abyss. Maybe the Abyss is just changing now. Maybe they saw how in Honkai Star Rail you just need one chamber and then go to the next phase and do one chamber. So
That should be a thing. That has to be a thing. WCORG. Have room 11 immediately, and that shit auto clears the ones before that. Gotta have that shit.
So they might just change the floors now, which I'ma be real, this will make Abyss a little better. It will not take too much time. It might be a brand new one, but you have to keep this in mind anyway. By the way, this leak doesn't go in depth, it just says new type of Abyss in the next version is real. One room per floor with interesting new spins. Some will hate it, some will like it. Thankfully, devs are adding some endgame content to actually be competitive. You might ask me then, what are the
Competitive
endgame modes that you guys
Genshin.
want? script. Okay, I'm not using a script now. I'm just gonna think about any game mode and things. Okay, I can think now about, for example, social system. I know it's not an MMO, guys, but AFK Journey just did this. It's not an MMO. They have a mode that you can play solo and kill some monsters. Same things can happen with your
And you
team
can
and
play
members of the
co-op.
guild
Imagine
also
that.
can do
Imagine
that.
having
It
the
can
ability
make
to do
another
both.
abyss, but it will be just co-op with another person. Just one. Okay, it's not an MMO. Don't cry, Genshin. Just one. They can also, for example, add some rare bosses that do spawn in the map, and they can, for
Imagine hitting a Hilichurl multiple times and it's not dead in one hit.
example, give you some loot. This loot is a new currency that you can use to buy an artifact with some stat that you like the modeling resin in Honkai Star Rail. Speaking of Honkai Star Rail, they can also add something like the simulated universe. It's not gonna be that hard to add it.
I don't think they can add simulated universe, to be honest, because we already are, unless they add easy like again, qualities of life where you can do your daily stuff smoother. The simulated universe is already something Honkai Star Rail players are complaining about, where Acheron kind of fixes its issues, but still I feel like they did talk about how they're going to fix simulated universe and it's going to make it much smoother to do. So if they can take that new updated version of the simulated universe where they are fixed and it's smoother to do the simulated universe, yes, it can be added in Genshin. But if they add the simulated universe concept as it is right now to Genshin, it will just make a problem worse. So yes, I am all for it, but please, again, like we keep coming back to it. Like, please allow us to have the option to either skip domain farming, to either have a ×5 or ×4 easy farm and get out of it. All right, it's not that deep, it's not that tough. Just make it happen. All right, let dailies be easy. I want to spend like 5 minutes tops if I choose to. If not, I want to grind on my stream and I want to have content picking mints and all that, and I don't want to do autoplay. All right, awesome.
Challenging boss fights that are just fun, just like the hologram in Wuthering Waves. I don't know, bro. They can add so many things.
Exactly.
It's not that hard. They made $70 million on a dry patch the last month. But look,
I can't even lie. I might get this when it comes back.
This also does prove that this company can be moved by some type of pressure. It might actually not only be because of Wuthering Waves, but to quote a great man,
as if a YouTube video is gonna do anything about it.
yeah, right, dumb.
Yeah. Hey, as if a YouTube video is gonna do anything about it. We should be the only motherfuckers getting praised for stuff because we're the only ones who are not gonna use autoplay if they ever add that to Genshin Impact. Because I need to keep picking mints all day. Hey man, again, like I believe adding options to do smoother dailies allows us easy play for the game. If you don't want to, you want to keep picking mints, that's what you're into, go ahead. You want to act more hardcore and you want to like act like as if Genshin is this smooth, beautiful, and you gotta enjoy every minute of it. No, don't skip autoplay. I'm so goated because I don't do autoplay. I love Genshin so much. And you're a loser if you don't do your dailies in autoplay. Like if you do them in autoplay, you're a loser. You gotta like play Genshin. I'm so hardcore, guys. Oh no, autoplay. Oh, that's for please. I go all in. I do 20 resin. I don't even condense my resin. I keep doing that domain multiple times. Yeah, sure. Good. Hey, do you, man? But give options. I feel like options are definitely the way. It does give the min pickers a flexing point, like I just gave an example of. If, of course, this is true. Which, it makes sense if it becomes true. But again, like I said before, unless it's something that's going to be like very, very challenging, and it may become a goal for players to want to clear in the future, which will make players look forward to certain units, which will give players more incentive to look out at guides, etc. I feel like it's a huge win if they do add a very, very powerful, hard form of content that can become like an objective for players to want to beat one day. And I think that's great. I think it will be great. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. What do you think the changes should be? And if those changes are to be implemented, what are the effects they may have on the community? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.